Hello everybody. Today we're going to read day 64 in Blossom Goodchild's book, The Bridge, or what I'm calling day 64. Sometimes if there's not a great volume in one specific day, I'll combine 2 days. So, what I'm calling day 64. And Blossom begins. When I am tuning in to begin these sessions, I try to imagine what you look like. Are you able to tell me, please? And they say, we are of light, yet we have form. There are many of us within the Federation, and many of us appear differently depending on status, duty, and evolvement. And so Blossom asks, so am I speaking to one or a collective? And they say, mostly you're talking to one who speaks as collectiveness. Would you, she asks, be able to tell me a bit more about yourselves? Not necessarily your mission, but about your day-to-day running, if you have such a thing. And they say, it is most difficult to express, but we shall try to explain in your terms. You imagine us to be traveling within a starship. This is so. But understand that when we say we are circumferencing your planet, we do not literally go round and round. For the speed in which we maneuver is beyond your capacity of thinking. Therefore, we would be most dizzy, would we not? Our mothership is anchored at various times in order to collect data and allow us to observe many things. It would be safe to say that it is our smaller craft that actually enter into your skies. These in themselves are uniquely designed. It is difficult to express regarding size of our mothership. You might care to think of it as another world in some terms, due to its vastness. Indeed, its circumference could be seen that way. We have many levels on board. Not only am I speaking of the structure, but of those who reside within. And so, Blossom says, is the Federation of Light your ship? Yes and no. And she says, meaning? Those within are all working with the Federation of Light. We all have the same intent, to assist your planet, as we have said, and help raise its vibration for the betterment of mankind. There are others who do not travel with us and yet are just as much a part of us. And she says, let me be brave and ask where they reside. I say brave because I wonder where I shall find that answer. And they say they reside within a complex of energy. Meaning, she says, in your world, you have, or you may have a certain club. There may be many members within that club, and yet not all are directly involved with the running and organization of it. They have other schedules. This is an enormous project that we have agreed to undertake. Please understand also that we are not just pursuing the enlightenment of your tiny planet. With all respect, our work encompasses many galaxies. We do not just have the one mothership. There are many continuing on in other places also. And she says, but do you look like humanoids? Aliens? Angels? What? And they say, we have different guises. Does that surprise you? We are of a status that enables us to change form, depending on the necessity to do so. Does that surprise you? And she says, not particularly. So when there's no one around that one would need to change form for, if you get what I mean, how would you describe yourself physically then? And they say, we would be more of our truer selves, but you are inquiring as the we. And as I said, there are many varieties, if I may put it that way. And Blossom asks, so you who are speaking to me now, what do you look like? Are you sitting in a room in the ship at a desk? on a lounger with a gin and tonic. What I really would like is to have an image. I think it would help with communication. Can you tell me these things, or am I being a little too petty in the grander scheme of things? And they say, we understand your inquisition. It was day 64 in the bridge by Blossom Goodchild and the Federation of Light. Blossom's work is available on her website, blossomgoodchild.com, and her channelings are all on YouTube. And all the archived by subject channelings that she's done are also available on her website if you want to go back to the earlier things that she did, or the earlier stuff. Have a fabulous day, folks. Talk soon.